This video analyzes publicly available data on investments in New Zealand survival compounds. It is not intended to predict future events or imply exclusive knowledge by any individuals. All sources are listed in the description. In the past 6 months, over a dozen ultra-wealthy tech and finance elites have invested in survival compounds in New Zealand. These high-net-worth investors are spending millions on remote properties with self-sufficient water, food production, and security systems. But what's driving this trend? Our investigation uncovers notable patterns pointing to 2026 as a key year in their planning. What risks might be preparing for? This trend began around 2016, when high-net-worth investors started acquiring remote properties in New Zealand, including a documented 4077-acre lakefront estate with water purification, underground shelters, and sustainable food systems, as recorded in New Zealand's Property Registry, a source in New Zealand Department of Internal Affairs 2017. In the last 2 years, this has accelerated significantly. According to the New Zealand Foreign Investment Review Board's 2024 report, purchases of remote properties by foreign ultra-high-net-worth individuals have surged by 320% since 2020. The report highlights demand for properties with independent water sources, renewable energy, and agricultural capabilities. These aren't just vacation homes. They're self-sufficient compounds designed for long-term resilience, often featuring private strips visible in satellite imagery. They're medical facilities with advanced capabilities confirmed in building permits, food production systems like verted and agricultural filings, and analysis through solar energy and renewables for independent sustained grid waivers and capacity to secure dozens of peak hence a document in agricultural file in New Zealand. The country offers political stability, a ranked I2 in Global Peace Index 2024, geographic isolation to 2,000 km from the nearest continent, a southern hemisphere location, less impacted by certain global risks, low population densities, 18 people per square km. 36 in the USS abundant freshwater, 7th highest per capita globally, self-sufficient food per production, exports 90% of its agriculture and English-speaking population. New Zealand also welcomes wealthy investors through visa programs requiring a minimum $10 million investment. Per Immigration New Zealand guidelines. A visual map showing property locations with source citations, diagrams of compound systems from public permits, charts showing increased land purchases from NZ Foreign Investment Review Board, CCTI and Tukabu ATTEI Piper and N4. These investors are known for data-driven decisions. So, what risks are they preparing for? Based on public records, investor reports, and academic research, several scenarios stand out. 1. Climate challenges. A 2024 study in Nature Climax projects 2026 as the first year with a 1% chance of simultaneous failures in multiple agricultural regions. Insurance industry reports obtained via FOI show heightened climate risk projections starting in 2026. Congressional testimony from February 25 noted by 2026 extreme weather could exceed historical precedent. 2. Technological disruption. A 2025 Medi Technology Review analysis identifies 2026 as a threshold for AI-driven job displacement. Private investor reports highlight concerns about societal vulnerabilities during tech transitions. 3. Pandemic risks. The Journal of Emerging Infectious Diseases 2024 reports a 63% increase in zoonotic disease spillover since 2020. Compound permits show medical facilities with PCR testing and advanced filtration systems. 4. Social instability. The World Inequality Report 2024 documents growing inequality, with 30 countries nearing instability thresholds. Compound permits include enhanced security features. 5. Economic risks. The Bank for International Settlements of 2024 warns of systemic financial vulnerabilities due to debt levels at 356% of global GDP, with 2027 as a potential crisis window. These trends suggest 2026 2/3 as a period of heightened risk across multiple systems. CC2I and 3HE event TND KMS. Let's look at the Evancy Tan New Zealand tightened foreign property laws in 2018, but not before ultra-wealthy investors secured key properties. TAN flight records show increased private jet traffic to New Zealand from global financial hubs. TAN building permits reveal unusual features. Deep foundations, advanced water filtration, massive energy storage, and electromagnetic pulse shielding. PAN, a special investor visa category requiring a $10 million investment, has facilitated these purchases. Then during early COVID-19 lockdowns, several high net worth investors relocated to New Zealand compounds per flight records. Contractors report demands for Anthem food storage for 50 years, hospital like medical facilities and independent communications systems TAN defense against unauthorized entry, one contractor stated. These are self-contained systems designed for long-term resilience, says time for WH-White Several data points highlight 2026 as a key year. TAN Climate Models Project 2026 is the first year for potential multi-region crop failures. TAN energy analysts predict 2026 as a risk window for grid failures due to aging infrastructure and climate stress. TAN demographic studies identify 2026 as a tipping point for pension and healthcare system pressures. TAN technology forecasts predict AI-driven disruptions peaking in 2025-2027. TAN construction companies report 2026 as a completion deadline for many compounds, with financial incentives for early delivery. These risks may be interconnected, potentially amplifying each other. Sikitiim Fike. Whether these risks materialize or not, the actions of the ultra-wealthy offer lessons. 1. Resilience matters. They're investing in food, water, and energy independence. We can explore community-based resilience strategies. 2. Geographic diversification. They're spreading risk across locations. We can build connections in different communities. 3. Technology's dual edge. They're hedging against disruptions they're helping create. We should consider technology's impact on our lives. 4. Climate as a priority. Their investments show serious concern for environmental risks. 5. Individual vs collective. Their focus on personal solutions highlights a disconnect from collective problem solving. As one investor told a financial journalist, the smart money is preparing for uncertainty. The evidence shows ultra-wealthy investors are preparing for something. The question is, what risks are they seeing, and what can we learn from their actions? Are they prudent or overly cautious? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this valuable, like and subscribe for more insights on trends the mainstream isn't covering. Knowledge is the best preparation.